Putin not gonna like that one, I know, people. Meta, which is owned by Facebook, has changed its policy on hate speech only in Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if this is right. Let me know what you think. Greetings, greetings, and salutations to all nations. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm Rastafari, soldier of Deep Roots TV. And if this is your first time tuning in to the Rastaman channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Become a part of the Rastaman panel. You heard what I said correctly, ladies and gentlemen. The Wastebook organization, aka Meta, on March 13, says that Russia has been notified that the service will cease from midnight on Sunday after its owner, the owner of the Meta platform, which is also Facebook, said last week it would allow social media users in Ukraine to post messages such as death to the Russian invaders. An email message from the state communication regulation told people to move their photos and videos from Instagram before it was shut down and encouraged them to switch to the Russians' own competitive internet platform. Meta, which also owned Wastebook, they call it Facebook, I call it Wastebook, said on Friday that temporary change to its hate speech policy apply only to Ukraine in the wake of the Russian invasion since February 24th. You hear what I say, people? The people them a change them hate speech policy. Wastebook me a talk about. So the Ukraine people them could spread propaganda and deliver hatred towards the Russian. You are guarantee. The company said it would be wrong to prevent Ukrainians from expressing their resentment and fury at the invading military force. The decision was greeted with outrage in Russia, where authorities have opened a criminal investigation against Meta, and prosecutors on Friday asked the court to designate the U.S. tech giant as an extremist organization. The head of Instagram has said the block will affect 80 million users. Russia has already banned Wastebook in the country in response to what it said were restrictions of access to Russian media on the platform. The message to the Instagram user from the regulatory officer, Roskomnadzor, describe the decision to allow calls for violence against Russians as a breach of international laws. He stated we need to ensure the psychological health of our citizens, especially children and adolescents, to protect them from harassment and insult online. It said, explaining the decision to close down the Wastebook platform in Russia. Now, people, do you hear what is going on here? Wastebook has updated their policy, allowing Ukrainians to slew hate speech against Russians. You are guaranteed. Now, if this not a clear point out that the tech giants of our world can sway elections, can win wars, can sway mindsets, can determine elections. People, listen, if Wastebook, a tech giant that is here to provide social media technology to people, can get into a war between Ukraine and Russia by blocking certain messages from Russian citizens and allowing certain messages by Ukrainian citizens. Now, if you are on one side, then if the company or the country block you from having business in their country forever, then it's up to you. Facebook has updated their policies, ladies and gentlemen, like I'm telling you. And I'm talking about, they have updated their policies on Instagram. And I'm talking about the hate speech policies to Ukraine only. Now, I want you to let me know if Facebook, Instagram, Meta, whoever they say they are, do you think that they have the right to be injecting their policies, which they got billions of people on their platform by now? And do you think that they should allow another side to interject or to publish hate speech, regardless of what it's for or who they are, on their social media site? But when another person publish their opinion about something, they tend to delete them or block them. It was just a few months ago where we could not even talk about the world pandemic on Facebook. They would delete you or block you and say it's misinformation. So I notice, ladies and gentlemen, these social media companies are government fascists. They are government startup and government right-hand entities that actually seems to be steering the population mentality, even their way of life, their habits, documenting the movement under the cover for the government, the Facebooks, the Googles, the Facebook or the Instagram and the WhatsApp and the WhatsApp and the TikTok and the whatever you depend. People, you don't understand. These companies work under the guise, under the platform, within the borders of the government. Them a work with the government to capture all our facial and verbal imagery. Document it. And here we are, a war over in the east. Because Russia, they over them place there. You are gone. They we living in the west. And Facebook, Instagram, Metaverse, Dataverse. This ya owner of the company, right? Mark Zuckerberg. In the war, basically, it's a platform that people communicate people. Facebook and Instagram. What's not for the international people them? Sending the files all over the place. Uno make billions. Not happy. But what I want to do now, I want to influence political parties and influence governmental rules of other countries. How can a tech giant that offers social media platforms that is supposed to bring people together to communicate have a hate speech policy, and because two different entities that does not have nothing to do with him or her or us, and the social media platform Facebook that own FBI Gram, Instagram, is banning the Russian population and Putin them a ban. Because none of this now hurt Putin. Putin is a rich man. Okay, them want to call him oligarch. Whatever that mean. I personally want to make it clear. I know me ban Russia and Putin, because when me ready, if you go link up with me oligarchs them, me don't want uno fi look for me and go on like say, yo, I mean, did I do this? But the United States-based tech media giant, Facebook, now known as Metaverse or Megahertz, you are going to see, because I saw the people them with up on Facebook, FBI gram, Instagram, what's not, Google, and all them things. So the government that think of you. Because it might track you every second of the way, every minute of the day, everything you say, whether it's serious or a play. So me ask the people, them ladies and gentlemen, Afro woman and Afro man, gods and devils, kings and queens, prince and princess, do you think it is right in the sight of the public for Facebook, metaverse, the megahertz, the FBI gram owner, Instagram owner, to be able to allow Ukrainian to push hate speech against the Russians when others cannot push hate speech? Just a few months ago, you couldn't talk about the pandemic. It's just a few months ago, you couldn't say the riot them was wrong. It's just a month ago where you couldn't say all life matter. Me not even know if you still can say that, and everybody knows it's true. People, I'm talking to you. Here we have neutral social media platform, or we thought they were neutral, until Sleepy took over the United States government. Now the free world has been muzzled by social media. These digital barriers that has been set up under disguise of socializing, looking at your pictures, communicating with a loved one, finding a lost relative, has been manipulating the world's population over and over. And me not take back what me say, people. The Facebook, FBI grams, Google, YouTubes are government startup. They are doing the job of the government of spying on us, storing information and tracking our movements, thus developing a large, wide range of data that can determine the probability of you being somewhere or doing something very accurately. It was reported 3-4 years ago that Facebook makes 6 million predictions per second. That is why they have these platforms, so they could learn people's habits. Me not tell you no lie. To me, hate speech is wrong, and I don't have to tell you why. But when a tech giant come out and tell you you can do hate speech on one nation but not the other nation, it does not seem right, people. Let me know what you think. Are we at the brink of World War III? You are going to take us to see United States seems to be providing Ukraine with all the weapons through Poland. Because them are going like say them, as long as we don't hand it over to Ukraine, it's not us that's arming Ukraine. We will give it to Poland, and Poland will give Ukraine what they need. So don't feel vexed if the right arm of Putin slam down hard upon Poland. But that is not the main idea of the topic to them people. I am saying how the waste book is moving evil. Matter of fact, is promoting evil. I don't agree with Putin, and I don't agree with no violence, no war. Make me make that clear. But I also do not agree with inciting hatred against anyone. People, the dataverse, the metaverse, the owner of the Facebook, aka the Facebook, owner of the FBI guide, that Instagram, is letting the Russian users of their platform know that by Sunday, them not gonna have no Instagram. Whole heap of Instagram gal when maga like tread and think they look good, I cry in a Russia. Me can't believe this. Me think a foreign alone people that stupid. So what your account get pulled? This bigger than you look a selfie them and you look a video them. Go on one Russian platform and make one next one. You organ take. Me not promote no war. Me not side pan no side. All me know, me no want me Russian oligarch them. Me brethren them want me an oligarch friend with. Me rich top friend them. If you think say me I make up this. But a Facebook, the new owner, the new name, Meta Universe, because he want to watch and rule the whole universe. Mark Zuckerberg, and him say, Instagram in a Russia are shut down. Russia already banned Facebook. You are going to now the Russian governmental representative has said, him thinks a Facebook, the giant tech company, is an organization that is promoting hate and violence and terrorism. People, is this fear or is this evil? Facebook, the metaverse, I tell the Ukrainian them and other people so them can do hate speech on them platform towards Russia. For example, them can say death to the Russian invaders. Them can wish death upon the Russians. Putin and me are the Facebook Mark Zuckerberg policy. Him say I change the policy of hate speech on the Facebook, the metaverse, so the Ukrainian them can feel good about themselves by slewing, splattering, plastering, elaborating hate speech on the metaverse. Facebook don't lose him cut. I can't even say that word. Facebook don't lose their integrity, ladies and gentlemen. You know Putin not like it. You know Putin vexed right now. You know the oligarchs are saying, oh my God, my Instagram is being taken away. No way. A regular people, them are strain and squeeze. You organ tea. Facebook, Instagram, social media, you're like a disease. You have to ease and settle, because you cannot muffle the people, them mouth, the people, them voice. Mark Zuckerberg, go Zuckerberg. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier of the Approach TV. Yeah, you know how it go. I'm just reporting. Say, Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of FBI Group, Instagram, is telling the people them, so them can dish out peer hate speech against Russia. And that's what I'm asking you. Do you think the policy right? Do you realize that these people just make up their policy and through them have a platform with a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of advertisement dollars? These clowns, these half robotic looking cyborgs keep on trying to control the human race. That's what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rastafari Soldier here of the Approach TV. And if you think that Mark Zuckerberg had the right to ban the Russian Instagram users? Let me know. If you think Mark Zuckerberg have the right to tell people say they put out hate speech against Russia just because Russia and Ukraine in a war, me not in a it. Me not in a it. None of it me not in a. You are guarantee. Only if you stop the foolishness, because if it's wrong for hate speech against one nation, it is wrong for hate speech against all nations. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm telling the truth. Because this is Deep Roads TV. This is the Free Youths TV. And when you tune in, you're going to be hearing me. It's the truth from the Rastaman perspective. More life, more joy, and of course, we know I don't change, I change. I saw we born and I saw we grow more. Happiness. You be blessed. Hey, Facebook, I tell the Ukrainian them to send out hate speech to Russia. When Russia drop here heavy iron pan and rotted, you think hate speech are going to save them?